Yo, I like hipsters with moustaches that go out to the side. I don't care if he got trousers, just don't hurt his pride. He might run a little cafe. He draws faces in milk.
Oh yeah, that's the field, I think, where he says he's going to buy a house. They're developing houses. Yeah, Northleach. Hey! This is so weird, isn't it?
Don't wear no trousers. His shorts are legit, because he wears those braces to hold them up. Yeah, he's got
So
red
weird.
braces.
When we booked this, we had no idea about this country, and then we cram watched this country, and now it's like, I can't believe I'm here. This is so exciting.
My name today, but Chuck needs to go away. Holiday with the hippie, but not in my van.
Oh no.
Holiday with a hippie, but not in my van.
Stan.
Holiday with a hippie, but not in my van. Holiday with a hippie, but not in my van.
Stan.
Yo, I like hipsters with penny farthings, because they're really weird. When I say I like them, I just mean their beards, because they remind me of Birchwood. He's the man for me.
Oh.
He's not a little hipster, but he does drink tea.
Yeah.
Birchwood looks like a leopard, and he's really cool. Not like those hipsters that go old school. Chuck wants a holiday. Chuck keeps looking this way. Chuck knows my name today, but Chuck needs to go away. Holiday with the hippie, but not in my van. Holiday with a hippie, but not in my van.
Stan.
All right, Tandy.
Alright.
Normally there's like a million Royal Mail vans parked around here, but I think they're all out doing their jobs. So this here is the church from this country. And then if you look down this way, this is the, I've forgotten what it's called. It's
Post office.
yeah, the post office just on the left here. Curtin buys his card for his
Kaylee,
girlfriend.
is it? Yeah.
Kaylee. But also the bus, you can see the bus stop, although no, it's not a bus stop, it's like the toilets where they sit and chat. You can see that there too, just beyond. It's just down there. Is it called the Market Square?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. That's where we're staying.
Here's me acting.
And ta-da! So it's all really close together, and we're just going to go and have a look at the church now. Gilet or Gillet? I'm never sure. Is that how you spell Gilet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's English, so it's probably Gillet.
1817.
1847.
1847. That one. The vicar is filmed just here in this country, just outside.
Yeah.
Down like stained
think
glass
it's-
windows, isn't there?
I do.
Oh, is it there? Is it there?
It's just here, yeah, just on
Yeah.
the side. Yeah, there's a more modern looking
I
one.
see what you mean. It is a bit more Art Deco, isn't it?
Yeah.
'Cause yesterday I was like, stained glass. And then Dan was like, well, some of them are nice. Some of them... Sorry, I shouldn't be saying that so loud. Because they're a bit more Art Deco. So I got hair stuck on my lips. I couldn't see it. But now, looking at it, it's a bit like when they paint or they make religious figures and they look sick, you know, and they look ill. They look really ill, or they look really... It's just bad artists, isn't it? And they let them in and they let them put them up. But not here. I used to live next to a graveyard. True fact. And we never had one like that. Moses lived like 900 years.
Yeah.
I don't think Moses had a plot here. He would have done, I think, if he'd have lived near Northleach. Oh, this is where you know when someone drops a glove.
Oh, that's what that's for.
That's what that's
yeah.
for. I haven't dropped mine. I wonder why that bit's cordoned off there.
COVID.
I was going to say he's our favourite, but I think all three of them main characters are our favourite, and Mandy's hilarious. It's just such a funny show.
There we go, there's the church from this country.
And another interesting fact, this is filmed very close to where they filmed Downton Abbey's village. We're going to go pop there now. Stress sweat! Stress sweat! Stress sweat!
Where they had all the ribbons up when they
Yeah.
had a little fun.
Crawley's house.
Yeah. So you wandered around the church?
Yeah. Oh no, the sign's fallen down.
There's rotted at the bottom.
That's where they did a lot of the funerals, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
over on that bit.
It was round the other side.
Do you?
I do. Oh, it's open. All the entrances open.
Put his initials in there.
So we'd have
I-
more
Respect for it. Yeah, there you go. That's rappers for you.
Yeah.
I think they used this. I think they used this shot, this angle, because you've got Mrs. Crawley. Can your name not be Crawley, please? It's really confusing.
Dan's found that's Mr. Crawley to you. I think I found maybe one of the tombs or headstones or whatever that it was modelled on. The one in
the one
programme.
that Dan Stevens' character's gravestone, we think might have been modelled on that one,
'Cause
perhaps.
That's
That's a real one.
a real one, and it's not as if that has suddenly got into that state. So there was a date over there that was 1882 and 1884, and I've just been reading about George Whitfield, who was born in 1899. I'm trying to think who the guy was who was before that. Was it Spurgeon that I was reading just before that? I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Spurgeon, yeah.
Yeah, he was 1820 and stuff. So I'm just trying to think when these churches might have been built and what might have triggered them being built.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, would this have been like part of the revival, the 1800s revival that this church was built, or whether it had predated that?
Also, how massive would your boots have had to have been?
I mean, I'm not wearing boots.
There's another glove keeper there.
Yeah.
Useful.
Yeah, I was buried in this place, and likewise. Wow, so this was 1600s, this church was built. That makes more sense.
Wow,
in a way.
1600s.
PC 1699. Graffiti scratched in. Unless it was PC 16, someone else put 99.
Do you think that's real graffiti from back then?
It could be.
That would be awesome. I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
So we've gone full circle,
Yeah.
and now we're coming back round to the Mrs Crawley's house. I'm a bit obsessed with her and her house. I don't think the interior shots... Oh, there's a new bench there. We noticed that earlier.
Yeah.
Should we sit on it?
Yeah.
I don't think the interior shots were done at that place. I think it was just the exterior shots. Look at this one. Looks like a... doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mrs Crawley's house is just there.
Yeah.
That's occupied by somebody, and I hate filming people's houses. It makes me really uncomfortable, so I didn't do too much. I'll give you a bunk up in a minute.
I was going to go cherry knocking to see if Mrs Crawley answers. But
That would be amazing, wouldn't it? If it was actually her.
it was actually her.
Yeah. She was funny because now I love the actress, but was she reading cue cards the whole time? Because it just always looked like she wasn't quite looking at the other actor. But I thought she did a great job. I loved the character. You probably don't remember that. Where are we eating lunch?
The Black Bull.
Oh, nice. I wonder how long we've got. Should I check the time? Thank you for bringing us here. Oh.
Often people will use that as a distraction to attack you. Like they'll attack.
That's
out
how a
and
lot of
stop
these
them.
people ended up like this.
It is.
Stress sweat. Stress sweat. Stress sweat. Stress sweat. Mrs Crawley's house. Stress sweat. Not Crawley.
That's the famous bench from the film where Mrs Crawley would drink White Lightning with her mates.
Because she wasn't allowed to drink it indoors. Maybe it's that alleyway. I think it might be that one.
Yes, I think it was.
Apparently they sell some of the memorabilia in there.
Yeah.
It's a shame, you can't go in anywhere at the moment. Yeah, this is it. So the scene I remember here is when Mr Crawley first meets Mrs Crawley, which is a bit weird, they're cousins. And he's on a bike, or he gets off his bike or something like that. That happens down here. Should we walk down here?
Yeah.
The younger sister is being a nurse.
Well,
I think
maybe.
they use this hall for some of that. I think when they've got all the soldiers going in and...
Yeah, that does ring a bell. Quite low.
It is, but I think her and Tom maybe have a conversation here. I think. And they're taking people in on stretchers because she's helping out. Pigeons.
Pigeons and
They're sick of
tree
it.
that's
They're
grown
sick
through
of
the
it.
fence.
They're like,
That's
would
clever.
you leave us alone? Just a show. They've probably, that's a new fence, they've probably put that up because they're sick of it. The pigeons put that fence up because they're sick of it. Amazing work for pigeons. They've only got little, tiny little claws. Their wings are futile. Dan was all a fan of the stream as we came into the we can't really find the stream. I thought it was over there. I don't think that's it.
Look at the thatch on that house.
Wow. Just as we were driving out to the Cotswolds, we went through a little village nearby where we live called Alfriston, and we were like, oh my gosh, I forgot how beautiful Alfriston is.
Yeah.
And I felt a bit guilty because we just could have stayed in Alfriston, saved some money, just visited for 2
Stayed
days.
local, but they didn't film any of Downton.
No, but we could have
Or this
pretended.
country.
we could have made some extra scenes and then just put them on YouTube as deleted Downton scenes.
Yeah.
Who would have said that they weren't, because they weren't in the show. So who could have contested us?
Yeah.
Just completely different characters that they just deleted them because they had no character arcs.
That's it. It was sad that happened to
It
us,
was.
and we were cut.
We were cut, but do you know what? It made the show better.
Do you think?
Mm.
You see that and you think letterbox, gun emplacement.
What she should have said when she didn't fancy him at first. She should have said, I know you like me, or your intentions are good towards me, but you're my cousin. So in the movies or on the telly,
Yeah.
it always looks like they're going further, but it's because they walk really slowly so they don't tire the actors out. Because we've got a friend that works in contracts, and she told us that the actors, you can't have them, like they count the steps they're doing. You've heard of counting your lines, being paid per line.
Yeah.
Well, they also get paid per step on top of that. So that's why they choose really short alleyways, so that they don't have to pay them so much.
In a film, you'll never see them filming someone's wrist. It's because they've always got the
counter on the wrist.
counter things on their wrists.
Yeah, and if they overstep,
it's a little movie
if they
secret
overstep,
for you.
that's why they had to cancel Downton Abbey, because so many of them overstepped.
Yeah.
There was a strike.
And the worst culprit was the lady who played Mrs Crawley. She looks all old and small, but she just walked everywhere.
She doesn't look old.
No, but she's older than a lot of other people. And then she took apparently she took the little step thing down to B&Q on a lunchtime and put it in one of the paint shaking machines.
Oh,
And apparently she did like
she was trying to get some
15
extra money.
miles. Yeah,
That's something, isn't it? Not
it
bad.
is. Oh, that yes, that's a sign.
You're filming the wrong side of the, you know what I mean?
Oh, sorry.
All of Downton Abbey's on this side. You're filming some other series that hasn't been made yet. They've got nearly the exact same front door that we've just had replaced.
They have, yeah.
We had a door just like that.
We
It's
did.
just been replaced.
Yeah.
This is where something else happened, but I'm really uncomfortable about talking in front of houses. Where's the place we're eating?
I don't. We need to Google it.
Tandy, but with coma in the house.
A wise man once said, I like driving in my car. It's not quite a Jaguar. Oh yeah, this one's a Jaguar.
Yeah. Oh.
There's the other bus stop.
Oh yeah, where Curtin fake pulls over the bus. Ta-da. Why are you talking about me? Back to this country. And there's a lady there. Tandy, anyway, that's the community centre. Ta-da! Or the church, I guess. The church. So all the, remember there's a bit where Curtin has bought or is going to buy or try and rent a house in a new build. That's all there.
Yeah.
The field that they're in is just beyond that. So they must have had some noise going on while they were filming some of this. And this is the church where he does his work in the office. Saw a guy on YouTube say that he'd had a look into the window and he thought the room was too small to actually be the interior of the office. I'm not going to look in the window because
I'm going to.
Are you?
Yeah.
You really?
Yeah. The Westwood Centre, named after Tim Westwood.
Pine. Oh.
Quick, let's have a look. No, it wasn't. No, it's definitely this. That's big enough. Oh. Do you know what? Oh, you're right. Because they go in and the shots are from, I'm sure the shots are from inside looking that way. It doesn't look like there's a window.
Got a window behind his desk.
Yeah, and there's no window there. You
There
can't
isn't
see.
a window on that side. You would think that there would be.
Ah, maybe it's
Further back, perhaps.
all next to it. Yeah, because it's definitely where they've got the tailor room. Yeah, they had the midwinter room. The tailor room had a glass door on, and it was the office of the doctor's office, the vicar's office. But they must have put a different door on, a clear door. Maybe that let more light in or something. Was this where the little bit of grass where she was playing golf with the vicar?
Maybe.
I think.
I remember when all this used to be just fields. First series. I was so hungry.
Should we go and get something to eat?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a scene, isn't there, where he does the code. So that was fake. Because there's no buttons on the door.
You can't quite see through to that corner to see if there is actually a window on there. You can see part of a board that might be next to the window. I can't tell if there's a window next to it. You would know. It's exciting.
I'm going to sit on the bench.
Window there.
Is there?
Towards the other side. You can just see through the window. I don't know if it'll pick up on the thing.
Can't really. Anyway,
Found it.
let's go before we get arrested. I feel like we're going to get arrested. Go on, Dan!
You get mirrors.
You're not trying hard enough.
Precious of the more. Window.
Yeah.
I feel like such a tourist. Now we are about to leave Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire.
Bye bye, this country. Bye bye.
Gloucestershire.
We went to, yesterday we dined, didn't we, in the garden of this place?
We dined.
We dined.
It was lovely
the wheat
food,
sheaf
wasn't
thing.
it?
It was
So
lovely.
glad.
Outside in the back, down there, that alley.
God's providence that was getting us there in the end. 'Cause
Lovely.
We'd accidentally booked
Yeah.
for a wrong town about 70 miles away.
Ever since I said to Dan, you've got to watch Downton Abbey. I'm not even a period drama sort of person, am I? I'm not into that. But I thought it was brilliant and quite comedic in a lot of ways. So Dan watched it with me. Oh, whoops. Anyway, and oh, look at the prison! Wow. No, I'll cut that. I shouldn't be talking to you while you're driving. Anyway, I said, yeah, Downton Abbey, great. Yeah, and then we watched it, and then we were all like, one day we should go to the locations, that would be wonderful. And I just could not get the name of the village right. I kept saying Brampton, Bramber, Bromley, I don't know. And so anyway, it's called Bamber.
It's not, it's called Brampton.
Bampton. It's called Bampton. Where did we book for?
We booked for Brampton, not Brampton.
And it was like 70 miles away, and I was so hungry. And we had about 40 minutes to get there. So, or what was it, 20 minutes to get there in 70 miles?
Yeah.
So we were like,
it's not enough time.
Okay. So we had to eat in Northleach,
Which was
which was lovely.
yeah. which is where we wanted to go.
Yeah,
actually.
massively
Very
recommend the Wheatsheaf Inn.
Wheatsheaf Inn.
Maybe not the art paintings.
Yeah, no, that was not.
That
No.
was just a bit strange. But yeah, it was good. Goodbye, Northleach.
Goodbye, this country.